minutes of fame back in the 80s when he duped people in the south of France into thinking he was the pop star Boy George. It led Daron Hogg on a set of adventures, not all of them good, that he's now put down into a book called Lost in France. Later, Daron met the real Boy George and even got invited to George's recent 50th birthday. So here's a bit of Daron Hogg's story.
I was 15 years old at the time, and this was 1983. I used to be in a cabaret group. Yeah, we decided to go to the south of France, to a place called Saint-Maxime, and as a child would, well, a 15-year-old boy would, I took my Boy George looky-likey costume with me.
Why at that age, I mean, first of all, were you obsessed with Boy George? Because that would have been about the time that Culture Club were pretty much at the peak of their powers.
Well, it wasn't obsessed, but, you know, it's sort of, I just thought, well, because people at the time thought I looked like him, so I thought, oh, I'd take that, you know, because it might be quite a laugh walking around Saint-Tropez dressed as Boy George.
Did it go?
Madness. Absolute madness.
Did people really think you were him?
Well, yes.
And how far did that get you? I mean, were you going to sort of, you know, parties that otherwise you'd have never got into and things like that?
We went to a place called Byblos in Saint-Tropez, and then they offered me £1,000. I mean, it was a lot of money in '83. So I was sort of swanning around France, you know, being wined and dined by the glitterati, going, oh yes, I'm fabulous, I'm Boy George.
The thing that might have scared me about that is the fact that Boy George might have found out about it and come and pulled your head off, because, oh, boy, you know, George is feisty, isn't he?
Yes, he is feisty. Well, he did find out about it, yes, because obviously the press got hold of the story, unknown to me, because I sort of had this photographer who took photographs of me over there, and he ended up selling it. And that's how he got hold of the story, and other people got unknown to us because we were there for 6 weeks, you see. So I didn't know what was going on. We didn't have mobiles then, you know, we're talking '83, so no one could ring us and say, oh God, you know, you're on the front page of the News of the World, you know, just someone in Boy, you know, someone's pretending to be Boy George sort of thing.
Yeah, who would that be?
Yeah, and it was me, a 15-year-old kid.
Did you eventually square that out? You must have met Boy George.
Yeah, we've been sort of friends ever since, and I went to his birthday party recently, his 50th, in June.
So did he let you off that, by the way, the impersonating him, going to all these clubs? Did he ever word with you about it, or what?
Oh, I thought it was hilarious.
Oh, right.
I thought it was amazing. I mean, it was sort of his party recently the other day, and he said to me, he'd say, well, that's my mum. I said, yeah, she went, how are you, Daron, how are you? And she remembered me and stuff, and remembered me from, you know, because I sort of made the headlines when I got back as well, sort of thing. And I was on the cover of magazines and stuff, and the great Boy George Con, and he thought it was hilarious. He thought it was brilliant.
Why were you going to France as a 15-year-old with this troupe of players? Was there nothing going on in Brighton? Was this just kind of one of those crazy things that you do?
Well, it was a summer holiday.
Right.
So